What is up, Supersubs viewers? We are back here with another episode. Sam here with Bennett. We had a couple weeks off for spring break, but now we are back in action. Second vid in 2 weeks. And this week we are going to be going over the round of 8 ties for the Champions League. The second half happened this week, and the first half happened last week. We also have 2 weeks of Premier League action to catch up on. And along with that, we're going to be playing a new style of guessing game. And this coming weekend is actually the opening weekend for the MLS. So we'll briefly touch on that. But we got a good show for you. Bennett, you want to take us into the Champions League action?
Certainly. It's good to be back. Good to be back in this rhythm. We had those 4 matches. Well, a total of 8 matches, 4 matchups. And Sam, I'm going to give you credit here because we each created brackets before this, the last 8, and we posted them out on our Instagram, supersubs.tv. And you, my friend, are 100%. You've picked every single game right so far. So respect to that. But let's get into our first game here. I'm actually going to go. Can we talk about Chelsea-Porto first? Are you cool with that?
Let's do it. Yeah.
Okay. Because I think that's kind of the least exciting. Not because the games weren't exciting, but just because it was kind of the one that everyone knew would probably end the way it did. So Chelsea went, I'm forgetting, was the first game at the Bridge or was it in? Oh, they were neutral games,
either.
Right?
Yeah.
So they played in
Sevilla.
In Sevilla Stadium, and Chelsea won the first leg 2-0, and then they lost the second one 1-0 on the 90th minute, wonder goal by one of Porto's subs. I can't even remember his name. Maybe you remember. I don't know. So Chelsea going through. They're in their first semifinal since 20. It's been a while, 7 or 8 years, 6 years, I think. So they're in. And I don't know if there's really anything else we need to say about that. Chelsea looked really strong defensively, in my opinion, but probably needs some more goal-scoring threats if they're going to be a contender for the Champions League title. What do you think, Sam?
Yeah, probably about the same. They almost kind of look like Liverpool, where they have so many attacking threats they just can't score. But yeah, that goal by Porto could be goal of the season in the world. So if you haven't seen that one, check it out.
Shoot, and it's tough that I don't remember his name. I feel bad, but anyway, I'm not going to try and remember it right now. But the other games we had Man City Dortmund, which we're recording this. It just finished about 30 minutes ago. And that ended up with Man City progressing 4-2 after winning both legs, both home and away, 2-1. And it looked like Dortmund maybe had a chance. I was hoping they would maybe put on a show in that second leg, but Man City just too strong. Sam, I don't know.
Yeah, really. They got that. Dortmund got that early goal by Jude Bellingham, 17-year-old English international, and that because of the away goals, they would have gone through if it had remained that way.
Right.
But then in the second half, there was a penalty. And then, that man, Phil Foden, scored again. Bennett, what did you think about that penalty?
So it disappointed me. I'm not going to lie. It kind of took the fun out of watching the game. And I feel like there are just certain situations like that penalty that just make it it's not fun for the neutral viewer. I don't know if you felt that, but I was just like, okay.
You think it was a penalty or no?
Well, I don't really know, but it just makes me sad that from that situation, I mean, he did hit the ball into his own arm. Okay, let's say it is a penalty. It just takes the fun out of the game to me. And I know that's how the game's supposed to be. Go ahead.
I was just going to say it kind of reminiscent of the final from a couple years ago. We watched it together, the Spurs-Liverpool final, when there was that second-minute penalty, which was it was probably a penalty, but it wasn't clear and obvious. And then,
right.
After that, basically the game was just an absolute bore fest.
Right, and Emre Can is diving for the ball. He's trying to get a head on it, right? Like, he's trying to head the ball. I don't think he's really throwing his arm out. And it's like, okay, maybe it is a pen in the rule book, but it just kind of took the fun out of the game as a neutral viewer, because it just felt like, oh, here we go again. Another game decided by like a controversial penalty that, the Man City player is just going to absolutely drill into the back of the net, So
would it have been more controversial if they revoked the penalty?
I would have felt better about the outcome of the game. It's not okay. So it's not necessarily the controversy that's getting to me. It's more so just the whole idea that it's not like a Man City player was taken down or anything. It was just this weird deflection off an arm that probably wasn't even a goal scoring opportunity, and it leads to like a guaranteed goal.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's probably a pen. Yeah, in the rules, it's probably a pen. It just doesn't feel great as a neutral viewer. I don't know if I'm articulating that very well,
I agree.
So, but regardless, Man City, they didn't need it. Technically, they didn't need it. Phil Foden smashed one in at the end there, and they're through. So, and they might be the team to beat now.
Yeah, they've beaten the quarterfinal curse.
Yeah.
So maybe that's all they needed, was to win one quarterfinals game, and now they can win the whole thing. I feel like they have to be a favorite at this point.
Yeah, them and Paris,
especially
I would say.
Whoever wins the semifinal, whoever wins their semifinal will be heavily favored to win, I think.
Yeah, I agree. So we also had Real Madrid and Liverpool. I was able to watch the whole of the first leg, didn't watch the complete second leg there, but really good showing from Real in the first leg. A lot of kind of just like breakaway. One of the best assists I've ever seen in my life from Toni Kroos. I'm not sure if you saw that, Sam, but just a beautiful, beautiful lofted through ball like across the entire field to Vinicius to score. So they went up 3-1 in the first leg, and second leg was scoreless, despite Liverpool having tons of opportunities. 2 or 3 that they probably definitely should have put in, but Liverpool eliminated and Real going through to the semis.
Yeah, it really seems like this season, I mean, to some extent, we know Liverpool's had so many injuries to their back line, but to some extent, the back line hasn't even been the problem. The problem has been the finishing.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's something they talked. I think I even mentioned that few weeks ago, 4 or 5 weeks ago. I was like, listen, man, their defense isn't great, but I'm tired of that excuse. They got to start scoring. I saw a stat where if you go back to like 2018 season, that front three had a combined 90 goals, something like that at this point in the season, and now they have like 40.
I think. Yeah,
so,
and they have 46.
Okay, I think they have like 40.
46.
Okay, so yeah, a huge difference there. And they're just not producing.
Yeah, Real was just too clinical with their chances, and that's what you got to expect a team like that to do. This team has people who've won this competition 3 or 4 times. Like, they have experience. They're not going to make the simple mistakes that Liverpool made in the first leg, and in the same way, they're not going to give you like free opportunities to score.
Yep. So, did we just get through all the matches, or did I miss one?
We need to do the big one. PSG Bayern.
Oh, did we not do that? Oh, okay. Wow. For some reason I thought we said that. Yeah, so PSG Bayern, this was the one. Sam, you picked PSG to win it all. I picked Bayern to win it all. This was kind of like the clash of the Titans in the first round here. Well, not the first round, but one of the earlier rounds. And PSG prevailed. So you can rub that in my face, Sam, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, they won the first leg 3-2. Away from home, and then the second leg, Bayern actually won 1-0, so 3-3 on aggregate. And if you don't remember, in the last video or maybe the video before, Bennett explained how away goals work, but basically since PSG had more away goals, they are going through instead of Bayern. And both games were pretty good. In the second leg, PSG lost, but Neymar could have had 4 goals, like, really easily. What do you think? Is Neymar the best player in the world right now, or?
Okay. I can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Is Neymar the best player in the world right now? No. Kylian Mbappe is. I think, personally. I did watch the game. Neymar was pissing me off, dude. That guy, I thought he can't finish, bro. See, the thing about Mbappe is Mbappe doesn't have all the little tricky, and maybe the dimes and stuff, but that dude is so reliable in front of goal. If Neymar had put away half the chances he had, bro, it would have been not even close.
But
that's my feeling.
Like the two real chances he had, he put both on goal, and they were good saves from Neuer. The two he hit the bars with, those weren't even like real chances.
Oh, one of them definitely was. One of them where he had literally a one-on-one.
Oh, when
with.
He just had the toe flick, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then also I know Neuer's a good keeper, but there's just something about Mbappe when he gets a shot, when he has a chance, bro, it's going in the net.
Yeah.
I don't care who the keeper is, it's going in the net, and that's something that is so rare. And I'm not blaming Neymar for a goalkeeper making saves, obviously, but there's something about Mbappe where it's just like, dude, if he's on the breakaway and you give him the ball, it's a goal. Neymar just didn't show that consistency, but he's yeah. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, do you think? Yeah, I mean, you texted me during the game that anytime Mbappe didn't get the ball, he was just looking pissed off at his teammates. Do you think that's justified then? If you think he's gonna score every time he touches it?
Well, I just thought it was funny. Okay, so there were situations in the game where his teammates really probably couldn't have gotten him the ball. There was a defender in the way or something like that, and he would just get pissed every time. But I do think it's reasonable that he asked for the ball, man. I mean, he's their guy, he's their talisman right now. So, but I sent you that text because I was watching, and it was someone would be dribbling all the way on the other side of the field with two defenders in between them, and Mbappe would get upset if they didn't pass, and I'm like, dude, chill out.
It was almost Leroy Sané didn't have a great night, and his teammates were getting a little PO'd with him. He was taking on some shots that maybe he could have. He had that one opportunity where Muller was in if he had just passed it to him, and Sané took on it was an okay chance instead of passing to Muller, who almost certainly would have scored that. Yeah,
and he's run into those issues a lot. I think we talked about this earlier in the season where he was subbed off after I don't remember, 20 minutes. He came on as a sub, and then they took him off because his attitude is just trash. And he's so talented. But he struggles with it. There was a point in the game too, the PSG Bayern game, where he wasn't getting service, so he just stopped playing. I don't know if you saw that, but he was basically just standing up on the right side of the field, not really doing anything, while Kingsley Coman was sprinting up and down the left side. So he's got some I don't know, I don't want to disciplinary issues or just attitude issues where if things are going his way, he's absolutely electric, but if he's feeling like he's not getting in on the action, he gets a little rattled. I don't know, rattled maybe. So.
All right, well there you have it. That was the Champions League update. So we got the semifinals coming up. It will be PSG versus City, and Chelsea versus Real Madrid on the other side.
Yep.
And now we're going to move on to kind of a similar game to what we've played before, but instead of getting 3 clues, it's going to be reversed. And the person who's guessing is going to be asking questions, yes or no questions. So it's 20 questions, but we're going to do 10 questions instead.
And I'm going to be keeping track. I'm going to be doing tallies. So you only get 10, all right, man? I'm not giving you any extra questions. But yeah, do you want to start or shall I?
You can ask for. We'll do one of mine first. You ask the questions.
Okay. So I didn't really practice for this, so this might go terribly wrong. This is kind of a test run, but this should be fun. So, and we said any current player in the world. So, all right. Here's my first question. You ready? Are you ready?
Let's go.
Okay. Does this player play in one of the top 5 leagues in Europe?
Yes.
Okay, great. Does this player play in either the Premier League, La Liga, or the Bundesliga?
Yes.
Oh. Does this player... Oh, wait. This is... Okay, I got to keep track of how many questions I got here. Does this player play in the Premier League?
Yes.
Okay. Does this player Does this player's team primarily, do they have the color blue in their, is their primary color blue?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's like
does
each team has two primary colors. So
right. So one of the, yeah.
yeah.
Does this player, that was my fourth question. Is this player English?
Yes. You've gotten yeses to every answer so far.
Yeah. Oh, I know exactly who it is. Does this player play for Chelsea?
No.
Was that my sixth question?
That's your sixth question.
Roll the shoulders back. Okay. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe it could be Brighton. It could be Man City. It could be, could it be West Brom? They have that dark. All right. I'm cheating slightly here because I asked a question. Okay, does this player play? Does this player play for like a top 6 team, top 7 team?
Yes.
Does this player play for Man City?
Yes.
Is that 8 questions?
That's 8 questions. You have 2 left.
He's English.
I think you can start. You can take guesses every round. So like you might want to start taking your guesses.
Oh, I can take one after every question?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, is it Phil Foden?
No.
Okay.
Or wait. Or does that count as a question?
All right. I didn't actually mean. I don't want to guess that. Can we not count that as a question?
No, it doesn't count as a question.
Or we can count it. I got one left. I got one left.
No,
I got one guess
2 left. 2 left.
Okay, 2 left here. Okay. Is this player a defender?
Yes. 1 left.
Is it John Stones?
It is.
Hey, let's go. All right. Nice, dude. Okay, Johnny
all
Stones.
10 to get there. John Stones, yeah.
That was that went better than I thought it would, I think.
10 questions is kind of tight.
It is. Once I got to like 5, I was like, "Oh no, I'm running out of time here." So, do you have anything special you want to say about John Stones, or you just
I just picked him. He's having a great year for
all right,
for Man City, and I think some people thought he was gonna be like counted out because last year he was injured, but he came back. He's having a great season. He's gotten brought back into the England side, which was not expected at all. So good for him, and he had a good day today. City through to the semifinals. So
alrighty, and he'll be in that Euro squad too, right?
Yeah, I mean that's what it looks like.
Sweet. Okay, your turn, dude. Your turn to go at it here.
All right. I gotta remember what your questions were. Those were good. Okay. Is this player on a round of 16 Champions League team?
Yes. Wow.
Is this player on a round of 8 Champions League team?
Yes.
Is this player on a semifinals Champions League team?
No.
Ooh, spices.
I should have done that. That would have been easier.
Is this player... Okay, so it's either... We know it's either Liverpool, Dortmund, Porto, or Bayern for the fans at home.
Well done,
that
Sam.
was question 3.
That was your third question. Yep.
Does this player play in the Bundesliga?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You were narrowing it.
Wow, dude, you're getting there quick, bro. Dang.
Does this player... Wait. Does this player play on Borussia Dortmund?
Yes, he does.
All right.
Okay, that's 5 questions. You got 5 left, bro. You better get this.
Is this player a defender?
No. No, he is not.
Is this player older than 27? Got him with a stumper.
No, he's not. He's not older than 27.
Ooh, spicy. So, That was a bad question because Dortmund has a bunch of young people. Was that question 7 or 6?
That was question number 7, sir. So you got 3 left here.
Jeez. This might be the biggest flop ever.
You got this.
I have 3 questions left.
Correct.
Okay. He's a young... Does this player start for his national team?
Whoa. No, I don't believe so. No.
So it's not Gio Reyna. It's not. Is this player Jude Bellingham?
Yes, it is. Nice, dude. That's a snipe, bro. Yes, it is. Jude Bellingham. I don't think he starts for England. I mean, he's 17.
He doesn't. I almost picked him. I almost picked him to do for mine.
I wonder if we picked the same second player. That'd be funny. But yeah, Jude Bellingham. He's 17, dude. He plays like he's at least 18, bro. But he's super young. He'll be a name to look out for. But yeah, he's one of the only Englishmen in the Bundesliga as well. I can't even think of another Englishman in the Bundesliga besides Jadon Sancho. So, yeah, that was my guy. Remember the name. He's a very good midfielder. So
don't forget it.
Exactly. All right. I'm ready to start guessing. You got your name in front of you here?
I do. I have it all pulled up. All
right. Does this player play for Real Madrid?
That's your first question?
Yeah, that's my first question.
No.
Okay. It was worth a shot. Okay, does
Going
this
for
player,
the home run ball there.
Is this player shoot, I don't want to just copy your questions, but
why not?
Okay,
good
fine.
Questions.
They are good questions. Was this player in the last 8 of the Champions League?
No.
Does this player play in the MLS?
No.
Oh. Does this player play in one of Europe's top 5 leagues?
Yes.
Should have just started with that. Does this play? Oh, is it another? You wouldn't. Does this player play in La Liga?
No.
Does this player play in the Premier League?
No.
Oh no,
bro,
dude.
You only got 4 left, bro.
Does this player play in either Liga or the Bundesliga?
No.
Okay, so he plays in Serie A. Was that question 7?
Yeah. You left.
Does this player play for Juventus?
No.
No, what the? Oh, okay. Hold up. Is this player an attacker?
Yes.
This player's an attacker? Okay. So I got one question left?
I'll give you another question, then a guess.
I think I know who it is.
I really do not think you know who it is.
Really?
Fuck, dude. I would be shocked if you got it.
Does this player play for one of the Milan teams?
Yes.
Yeah, dude. Is it Rafael Leao?
No.
Shoot, is it Ibra? Is it
no.
Lukaku?
No.
Oh my gosh. Is it Rebic again, dude? Don't tell me it's Rebic, bro.
I'll give you give you a couple hints.
Is it Lautaro?
No. This play he's a midfielder.
Oh wait, I thought you said he was an attacker.
What does attacker mean?
Well, not a midfielder.
Why not? Isn't there a attacking midfielder? That's
yeah, but dude, bro, an attacker is like a forward.
All right, he's a No, he's not an attacker.
Okay, is it Barella?
No.
Is it Brozovic?
No.
Is it?
Do you have the whole? You have
no. Is it
Chanoglu?
Is it Chanoglu? Is it? Wait, let me see if I can get this now. Is it Kessié?
He's not a European player.
You just said he plays for one of the Milan teams.
Yes, but his nationality is not
Is it
European.
Oh. Okay, so where the... Oh, is he... Yeah, so it could be Kessié. He's from the Ivory Coast.
It's not Kessié.
Are you sure? Oh, my gosh. Just tell me, man. Holy beans.
Arturo Vidal.
Wait. Who does... He plays for Inter right now? Is that who he plays for?
Yeah, he's on Inter.
Wow, I completely forgot. Dude, for a second I was like, he's not on Inter, is he? Dang. Okay, dude, he is in no definition an attacker. I'm just going to throw that out there. Even if he's not even a cam, bro.
He plays cam for Chile.
Does he really?
Pretty sure.
Kind of like a Pulisic situation. You just put your best
Yeah.
player at cam, I guess.
I mean, he's like attacking / holding mid, whatever you need.
Fair. He's a very true center mid, you know? Like he plays he can play up and down. Okay, anyway, that was kind of terrible on my end.
It was a harder one. He's not been in the spotlight at all lately.
Yeah, no, that was a good one though. If I wouldn't have started out asking if he played for Real Madrid, maybe I would have gotten closer. So, would you like to guess mine now?
Yeah, I'll go.
Go for
All
it.
right. Was this player's team in the round of 16 Champions League?
Yes.
Was this player's team in the round of 8 Champions League?
Yep.
I almost feel bad doing this. It's a cheat code. Okay. Well, we're already doing it. We might as well keep going. Is this player's team in the semifinals of the Champions League?
Yes.
Ooh. Does this player play in the Premier League?
No.
So it's a Real Madrid player or a PSG player, huh?
Maybe.
Is this player a defender?
No. That was your 5th question.
That was 5. Oh.
Yep.
Is not a defender. Let's see. PSG and Real. Who do they have on their teams?
I feel like you're looking at the team sheet right now.
I'm not.
Okay. All right, bet.
Is this player a forward or winger?
Yes.
That was 6.
That was your 6th. Yep.
Does this player play for PSG?
No.
Oh, so it's a little Real Madrid.
Real Madrid. Yes, sir.
And he's a forward or winger. How many do I have
Yeah,
left?
dude, I don't think you're going to get this one. You have 3 questions left.
You don't think I'm going to get this one?
Mm-mm.
Bro, quit playing.
All right. Make your guess, dog. Or your question, sorry.
That makes me question. I guess I don't know. I don't know Real's attacking options that well. Does this player start for his national team?
Oh, oof. Define start, bro. Like, I would say no.
Okay.
You got 2 questions left.
Is it Aiden Hazard?
No, it is not.
Thought you were going to try and trick me.
Uno mas.
Oh, so do I have to guess it here?
No, you can have 1 question and then you got to guess. How about that?
How about 2 guesses?
That also works, yeah.
Is it Vinny Jr.?
Yeah, it is. Yep. Nice, dude. On the last one. I was trying to just mess with you and be like, there's no way you're going to get this, but I feel like that was kind of a somewhat obvious
I thought it was Vinny Jr.
Vinicius. Yep.
You put me off one because then I guessed Hazard because I thought you were trying to trick me, but...
Okay, fair. You still got it in 10. He had a couple goals for Real Madrid in the first leg of the Champions League. He's 20 years old, another young guy. and he's the next Neymar. Did you know that? No, he's kind of got that flair, that Brazilian flair. He's fun to watch. So he could be a game changer against Chelsea. Kind of bringing some speed, some flair, and maybe disrupting that back line. So he'll be someone to watch. And I don't think he starts for Brazil.
I don't think so either.
I'm trying to think. That would be maybe Coutinho who would start there, or Douglas Costa. I'm not sure if he's still an option, but I think they get Tyson might play there as well. So they got a lot of depth over on that left side. But yeah, that's what I got.
All right, let's move on to Premier League. We've missed 2 weeks, and things are kind of heating up at the top. In the top 4, we have Man City's obviously probably going to win the league.
Going to win. Yep.
Man U is pretty clear. They're going to lock in at least a top 4 spot. And then we have Leicester City in 3rd with 56 points, West Ham in 4th with 55 points, Chelsea in 5th with 54 points, so 56, 55, 54, and then Liverpool has 52. Everton has 48, but a game in hand, so they could be at 51, and Spurs are at 49. So it's pretty tight. Bennett, who do you think, if you had to pick 2 of those teams right now, who do you think is going to come out in the top 4?
Are you talking about every team below the Manchester teams?
Yes.
I have a lot of confidence, and I know this is going to sound biased, but I have a lot of confidence in Tuchel and Chelsea's ending the season in the top 4. I'm pretty confident about that. And then, dude, Liverpool, bro, I think they could do it, man. I really do. I didn't realize how much they'd kind of turned it around. There was a point where they were in like 9th, and I was like, dude, come on, like they're done. But I think they got something to prove. They just got knocked out of the Champions League. They can focus completely on this competition, and I think they could make it happen for sure. They won their last 3 as well, so they're in good form. What about you?
Yeah, I am gonna have to pick West Ham and Chelsea to make it through. I think West Ham, man, they've had a good run in their games going forward are maybe not as hard as some of the others. So Leicester City, their last 3 games are all really tough. I think they have Spurs, Chelsea, and United in their last 3 games of the season.
There's at least one loss in there.
Yeah, not the best, especially if it's the only team who's probably going to be in, I think Spurs and Everton are probably out of the top 4 race.
Yep.
But Liverpool still in. Chelsea.
Yeah,
Chelsea and Leicester, I think, have the last game, so it could come down to that game, like last year. Who did Chelsea play this year? Wolves.
Yeah, Wolves. Is that what you're talking about? The last game of the season last year?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Because I was gonna go to that game at Stamford Bridge. And then COVID obviously shut that all down like a couple months before. But yeah, it was Wolves Chelsea. And they won. Wait, how did that end, dude? They won it, right? It was 2-1 or something like that?
Yeah, they won because then Spurs snuck ahead of Wolves.
Right. And got into the Europa League spot and wasted it. Right. Okay, I remember that. Just kidding. But I'm also not totally kidding, but I'm kidding. But anyway, I feel like I'm getting a little bit of that Premier League fatigue. A little bit of that, what seems like a never-ending season. I know that's probably like a lot of people are like, what is wrong with you? But we've gotten to that. These last few weeks have just been like grinding out points. And now, yeah, it's really coming down to the end here.
Some teams have been grinding out points.
Grinding without points as well. But yeah, Spurs aren't even doing as bad. They're not doing great.
They're doing pretty badly.
Yeah. But here's just one of the craziest things too is Man United have won their last 4 and drew and haven't lost in their last 5. And so they're doing really, really well, and they're still 11 behind City, and that just gives you an idea of how dominant this City team has been.
Yeah.
throughout the season. I mean, Manchester United are doing literally everything they can to get up to that to win the league, and they can't. Man City are just way too dominant. So
it's kind of same old story, right? Like City has been this dominant the last 4 years. But obviously last year Liverpool was even more dominant,
which is kind of crazy. Because they were both super dominant. They were both so good. But it is pretty ridiculous that Liverpool had such an amazing season last year. So,
but
props
also
to them.
that City has been this good for this many years in a row.
Yeah, they were talking about. I think Pep took over in 2017 because I was watching the Champions League game today, and they were talking about how they were under a different manager for the Champions League in 2016, pre-Pep. But he took over in 2017, and ever since then, they've been feared for sure. So,
yeah,
that is. I mean, can you think of another team? You know, it's funny because we don't expect that out of the Premier League, right? We see teams like Bayern, teams like Juventus, PSG, who are very consistently at the top of their leagues, but you just don't expect that from the Premier League, which is a good part of the Premier League. But here they are, doing it.
Yep, and then down at the bottom, in the race for the bottom three, we have West Brom at 24, Fulham at 26, and then the relegation line, and then Newcastle at 32, and Burnley and Brighton at 33. So West Brom have won 2 in a row, which is a quarter of their points for the season. Do you think?
Oh my goodness!
Do you think West Brom or Fulham have any chance of staying up at this point?
You know, man, no. You looked at strength of schedule. I did not. So maybe I'm missing out on something here. But 6 behind. Fulham are 6 behind Newcastle. West Brom are 8 behind a spot to get out. So I would say almost no, like no chance for them. But Fulham, I distinctly remember us talking about this. They had picked up a good win against, I forget who, but we were like, they got a shot here.
Liverpool, maybe?
Yeah, now they've lost their last 4, and it's not looking good. And we've talked about this before, but teams like Newcastle, Burnley, Southampton, they're fighters. They know how to stay up. It's this weird. These are teams that consistently stay up, and they know how to. And I think that's what Fulham and West Brom maybe lack a little bit. Not to mention just talent. I mean, and funding and all sorts of other things. But anyway, I'll end my little rambling session right here. But no, I think Fulham, West Brom, Sheffield are going to be our bottom 3, to be completely honest. And Sheffield have 14 points on the season. That has to be close to one of the worst Premier League seasons in a very long time. Don't you think?
Especially after finishing, 7th last season? Oh, were
7th?
they 10th?
Wow. No. I was guessing.
No, it wasn't 7th. I don't think they were 7th. But they were in the top 5. They were kind of doing like a little West Ham. You know what I mean? And then lost like their last 6 or 7 in a row. And then they brought that into this. Like, since restart, they haven't really won many games. I think they might have won 2 Premier League games since the restart.
Yeah, so I looked it up. Sheffield finished 9th last season. So to give you an idea, that's above Everton, Crystal Palace, West Ham, Villa, Newcastle, and just behind Arsenal. They finished 2 points behind Arsenal and 5 behind Wolves, and 5 behind your Spurs last year. And now they have scored 40 less points, to this point. So just pretty devastating.
Yeah, that's absolutely brutal.
Yep. Lost their coach, too. Fired their coach, I think. But, yeah, I think that's probably it for the Prem, right? Is there anything else you wanted to touch on?
No, I think that is it. Do you want to talk at all about the MLS, or should we just call it there?
Well, I mean, I think all I want to say is it's starting. Pay attention, here we go. Now is your chance to actually, if you're not an MLS fan, check out some of these games, especially as an American. I know myself personally, I'm more invested in European football than domestic football, but the MLS is still really fun to watch, and we've got games starting up, and it's going to be great over the summer. It's a great thing to watch over the summer because we don't have Prem and Champions League football. So, Sam, I know you're a bit more of an MLS guy than I am. Is there anything you'd like to add to that?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just give a preview
Yeah,
on
wonderful.
our team's games. So, quick one. We actually have Minnesota United playing Seattle this Saturday at 8:30 p.m. It's going to be on FS1.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a pretty good game. Seattle and Minnesota are both probably ranked in like the top 6 or 7 clubs right now.
Yep,
So that's
Seattle
going to
for
be a
sure.
big matchup to
Mhm.
start off. And then a less good matchup is my Chicago Fire playing at home versus New England, and that's at 7:30 on Sunday night. But you can't watch that anywhere. And I think if you look at they released a Fox Sports
Schedule?
schedule for
Yeah.
FS1, and I think Chicago Fire are one of the 4 teams that have no games on FS1.
So yeah, I've been meaning to put together a video talking about where you can watch soccer in the U.S. And yeah, so Sam, because you're living in Minneapolis, your best bet might be if you want to watch those to get ESPN Plus, because that's the only way I can think of you actually being able to watch them. But don't they get some games on ESPN as well?
I am
sure?
not sure.
You might want to check on that because I know there's MLS games on ESPN.
Yeah, I know we have ESPN Plus, and so I'll be watching it through that. But in terms of nationally broadcasted games, I think the Fire have few to none, where teams like LAFC have like 6.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah, ESPN Plus is a good service for that, and you can also watch like Serie A and things like that on there. But keep in mind, this is just for our viewers. Those of you who are thinking about getting ESPN Plus, it doesn't work if you're trying to watch your own local team unless you're using a VPN. So I can't watch, for example, Minnesota United games in Minnesota because it's blocked out due to cable's contract with them. So. But Sam, you're not going to run into that issue because you're not in Chicago.
Perfect.
Great. So I think like I said, I need to read up a little bit and get ready for this season. I typically don't watch a ton of MLS. No, I watch it, but I don't follow.
You got to go to training tonight, bud.
I do. I don't know, dude. I think I can't talk about that on here. This is a conflict of interest. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I will be at almost all the home games for Minnesota United this year, which is going to be really cool.
Are you checking tickets or what are you doing?
Dude, I'm doing all sorts of stuff. I'm checking tickets. I'm going to be an usher.
Okay.
So helping people find their seats. And then also maybe working a little bit, like doing that same stuff in the what are they called? The suites. So I might be working a little bit inside, a little outside, but I have a friend who works there and said that she takes tickets for about 30 minutes and then just turns around and watches the whole game, which is pretty sick. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, so I will be more invested just out of necessity this year. But yeah.
All right. Well, that is it for this week. Yeah. Sorry we missed a week, but we are back. And if
We
you
missed
don't
like 2
follow
weeks.
us on, whatever.
Yeah,
If you don't follow us on Instagram, make sure to go do that. Supersubs.tv. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe. And as always, throw us a like. Why not?
Toss us one. We'd appreciate it.
Thanks for watching another video of the Supersub Show on YouTube. For more content like this, make sure to subscribe. And if you liked the video, drop a like below. Turn on the notification bell and all the other shenanigans involved. Bye-bye.